Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CacheFly at CacheFly.com.
It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1295 for Friday, February 25th, 2011, the Lawson Digital Clock. And now, get ready for Dick. Through the darkness of gadgets past, the GizWiz longs to see one chance out between mad worlds. Gadget Warehouse, walk with me.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
It's time for a trip into the Gadget Warehouse on the Daily GizWiz. I'm Tom Merritt, filling in for the vacationing Leo Laporte, and joining us, of course, is the star of the show, Dick DeBartolo.
Tom, how you doing?
I am doing well. This is one of my favorite parts of the Daily GizWiz. I always love to see what you pull out of the Gadget Warehouse. I'm a sucker for old stuff.
Well, you know what? I am. So am I. And as a matter of fact, this is not from the Gadget Warehouse, but no. Let me tell you what happened. I went down to Florida for the boat show, and I'm going to do a new boat, kind of an affordable boat, on Monday. But while I was there, there's a great little museum on South Beach called the Wolfsonian Museum. It's right opposite the Astor Hotel on Washington and 10th Street. And they had an exhibit there called Speed Limits, Man's Quest for Speed, which got my attention right away. So I went to the exhibit, and it was really fascinating. It was the way, starting in the 20s, how people tried to speed things up. And I always thought only with the advent of computers did they start to analyze every single move and every single thing a consumer buys. But it turns out they had old black and white silent footage of people looking at products so they could analyze their eye movements to see what part of the package they were looking at.
Wow.
So, yeah, people have been doing this for years. And there was a video about kitchens that studies showed that women like to work right to left. And in designing kitchens and food prep, like the mixer should be pretty much all the way to the left so that the woman, all the way to the right, I'm sorry, they worked right to left. The mixer, the things that you would start the food prep first should be all the way to the right. So as the woman moves down the counter, they are in the area that she wants to be used. But what really caught my eye was a digital clock. What year do you think digital clocks came out?
Oh, digital clock. See, I got my first digital clock in 1982. It had a cassette player in it, but that was certainly not the first. So I'm going to guess 76.
Okay. It's the Lawson Time Company, and it was 1933.
Oh, okay. So I was really close.
Yeah, you know what? Give or take 50 years, you're right on.
Well, you know, and I know that. I think I know the mistake I made. I was thinking LED digital clocks. Was this a non-LED digital clock?
This is a non.
Yeah.
This was.
See, I limited myself too much.
Yeah. Okay. We're still not giving you your prize, but thanks anyway. Here's a case of turtle wax and a night stay at
What am I going to put that on? I don't have any turtles.
We'll send you 2 of them in the mail.
Thank you.
Well, you know what?
1933, really?
1933, and I said to the watchman there, can I take a photo? And he said, it's not allowed. And then he came back and he said, are you talking about just taking a single photo? And I said, yeah, I just want to take a picture of this clock. And he said, oh, yeah, that's okay. Do it. But, Tom, the amazing thing, so it's the Lawson clock, and they started out in the early 30s. There's a picture of one of the Lawson clocks. So the digits are, it runs like an odometer.
It's a mechanical clock, right?
It's mechanical, yes.
It has all the numbers on rotating things inside.
Drums. Yeah,
on drums.
Exactly.
Okay.
But the most bizarre thing is, last night I was typing up some notes, and I said, oh, I know it's Lawson Clocks. Let me go type some stuff in here. I found a guy who put on the internet the history of Lawson Clocks. And then he said, don't be surprised, from time to time, a Lawson clock shows up on eBay. So I go to eBay, and there is an hour left to buy a Lawson clock. Now, I didn't feel like the opening bid was $95, which I thought was low, but, I don't want to spend another $100 to put more stuff in the gadget warehouse.
Oh, why not?
I checked this morning. No one bid on it, but to give you an idea of what these clocks are like, the clock is 8 inches long, 3.5 inches wide, 3 3/4 inches tall, and weighs 3 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That will not blow away in a thunderstorm.
No. But the guy couldn't sell it. But the stuff is amazing. And that's the Zephyr. If you're watching this on video, we just flashed a picture of the Zephyr, which was the most popular of the Lawson clocks. And also the guy selling the one on eBay said, I'll just read your thing here. This is mahogany case, brass trim, completely original, a real 1920s, 1930s Art Deco look, and it works. It's just a little bit slow. It loses about 30 minutes each day.
Well, it works. It doesn't work if it loses 30 minutes a day. A little slow.
A little slow, but...
Well, I wonder if you could speed it up somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. But I thought that just amazed me that they were doing odometer-type clocks that far back, and that you could still get one. And that through the internet, you could get all this information. I wrote down Lawson Clocks, and I thought, boy, what are the chances of finding out more about this company? But they made a bunch of them, and someone just showed a picture of one that I didn't even remember seeing. So I would like to have this in the gadget warehouse, but I'm not going to spend the money for it.
You're not going to spend $125?
No.
There's I did a search, and there's one for $30, but then I clicked through, and I turned out it's just a book, even though the picture is of a clock.
Oh, you know what? I almost bought that too, because that was the one where one of these digital clocks is built into a lamp.
Yeah, that's the one on the cover of the book. And so it looks like they're selling that clock from the picture.
I know. I saw that too, and I go, you know what? This I can afford. I get a free lamp. I get a retro look. I have a light in the warehouse now, and the same thing. I clicked on it, and under the description, it goes, like 321 pages. I go, what kind of a clock is this? Yeah, I almost got sucked into the book.
I almost did as well. Well, maybe if it doesn't sell for $125, they'll put it back up at a cheaper price.
Could be.
All right, before we get to letters today, let's have another word. Our sponsor paid up, so I think we have another word from our sponsor.
Yes, let's hope so. And this is from Alfco's home math course in an hour.
Well, now you can master math with the Mad About Math home cassette course.
Practice just 10 minutes, 3 times a day.
That's a total of only 45 minutes a day to master math.
The complete course includes 3 audio cassettes, 2 workbooks, and the final exam.
A total of 9 pieces, and the entire course is only $50.
You can pay the $50 at one time or divide it into 4 equal payments of $15 each.
Either way, add shipping of $9 and handling to the $50 charge for a total of $61.
Each of the 3 math learning cassettes is a full 45 minutes long.
That's more than 4 hours of instruction.
Other math courses cost $75, twice the price of our $61 course.
By the way, Dick, which is the better bargain? 5 ounces of toothpaste for $3.49 or 4 ounces of toothpaste for $2.99?
The solution's easy. Use tooth powder. Till next time, Dick DeBartolo with Sarah Fowler on the Mad Minute. Bye.
You know, the sad thing about that one is if you're not really paying attention, you're like, this isn't funny.
Yes.
This just sounds like a decent math course. I might buy it.
Yes, exactly.
Also,
yes, if you're bad at math, you're right. If you're terrible at math, going, yeah, you know, I might buy that. That sounded pretty good.
Or you think, oh no, I checked all their math. It's all right. I don't need that course.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that would be terrible.
All right, let's get to the letters.
And our letter is from Pete Costello, who's an avid listener of the show. He was talking. He's referring to the Loxy video camera. Tom, do you know about Loxy?
Refresh my memory. Was this a CES thing?
Yeah. Well, Loxy was pre-CES. Loxy, it looks like a tube of lipstick, a camera you wear on your ear, and it is always shooting video, but it only saves the last 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And so the object is your kid hits a home run and you aren't paying any attention. But if you hit stop, it'll play the last 30 seconds. So
it's instant replay for your life.
For your life. That's exactly right.
All right.
Exactly right. So Pete writes, I was going over the Loxy video camera in more detail, and it got me to wondering. We did Loxy as a gadget a couple months ago. In case I failed to say it before, it does not look like the camera does or will do video streaming. But the website says make video clips any length using a smartphone. Since the normal mode is to store 30 seconds of video prior to your pushing a button, I'm not exactly sure what any length really means, but I have some ideas. The way I read it, your video goes to the smartphone via Bluetooth. I think they're saying the camera is always recording to its internal memory, storing the last 30 seconds. By default, your smartphone is sent 30 seconds of video, measured as 30 seconds before you push the button. That is except if you use the additional variable length control from your smartphone. In that case, your phone would send images beyond 30 seconds, and you can use the app to move video to the internet or to internet video sites or social media. So in other words, it's not a real replacement for Leo's fancy portable multi-transmission path video pack, but it could work. Pete C. So basically,
I could see that. Yeah, if you used like a Ustream app or Quick or something like that, is that how that would work out?
Yeah. And as I recall, the Loxy video cam, I think it's $199. So you could sort of, there you go, there's Loxy. Hey, Pete, if you're tuned in, did you buy one? And if it did work that way, tell us.
Yeah, now the difference between the live view, which is the camera we use at TWiT, or the backpack we use at TWiT, and the Loxy is that it would actually only be relying on your one connection from your phone. So it might, even if you could get the video to go over the internet, you're still reliant on the bandwidth available to you, either on Wi-Fi or the phone. The thing with the live view is that it takes all the major carriers' data and any Wi-Fi it can get, and it bonds that all together into, taking all the data that it can. So, it's more about getting the bandwidth with the live view. We wouldn't be carrying that thing around either. We'd be hooking up a camera to the phone. But if you're like, you know what, I don't want to spend the money on a live view, and I want to do some streaming. I've done some streaming with my phone over Quick or Ustream, and you just it works, but you got to hold it up. Having that thing connected by Bluetooth, that'd be great. That'd be great for live streaming, meetups.
It's more like yesterday's thing. It's more like another Mickey Mouse gadget, but it just might work.
It's so crazy. It just might work.
It's so crazy. It just might work.
All right. Well, we've got a couple more for next week. Monday and Tuesday, I'll be in for Leo.
I only work Monday. You will work Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. But I will be filling in for Leo on Tuesday, and you will be doing what you normally do on Monday.
You got it. He got it. He finally got it. I'm so glad I typed up that 3-page memo.
I finally read it. And I'll see you Monday.
I'll be here.
DAILY. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.